Judith Butler's Gender Trouble, Feminism and Subversion of Identity was published in 1990. It made a strong impact on political philosophy, ethical theory, feminism, queer theory, and literary theory. Butler's work is dense and purely theoretical. The book outlines the theory of gender performativity. Butler employs Foucault's analysis of power knowledge in her critique of the discursive construction of the category women. The text has three sections. All the three sections carry out genealogical critique of gender. The first section, Subjects of Sex, Gender, Desire, explains how sex, gender, and desire, as applied to women, are constructed and challenges the underlying suppositions of identity politics. For instance, Butler writes, gender is not a fact. The various acts of gender create the idea of gender, and without those acts, there would be no gender at all. Gender is thus a construction that regularly conceals its genesis. The authors of gender become entranced by their own fictions, whereby the construction compels one's belief in its necessity and naturalness. The exclusions made in the identity categories and how these exclusions are carried out and maintained are to be challenged. Identity is configured by socio-political forces and discursive forces. Taking note of the power relations that shape a given identity, theories and strategies of identity cannot be formulated uncritically. Coalitional politics ought to be contingent and situated with concrete practices that can create identities, however local and temporally discrete. The second section, Prohibition, Psychoanalysis, and Production of the Heterosexual Matrix, analyzes the construction of heterosexual identity in various structuralist and psychoanalytic accounts of gender construction. The foundations for these gender constructions are fictive. The laws and structures to which they cater to are repressive and restrictive. Butler not only highlights the blind spots of these theoretical formulations, but also the subversive possibilities. Her reflections on melancholic heterosexuality in Hegel, Kristeva, and Freud, and its correlation to disavowed homosexuality, and her study of Joan Revere's contributions to masquerade are important. The third section, Subversive Bodily Acts, focuses on Kristeva, Foucault, and Wittig, and their works relating to sexuality and sexual difference. In her critique of these theories, she points out the redeeming aspects of their theory towards the question of gender and highlights their flaws and veiled dependence on heterosexual matrix and prediscursive libidinal multiplicity.